I froze in horror when I saw a severed arm floating in front of me. Curiosity got the better of me, and I reached out to touch it, only to realize it belonged to Mark, who was already dead. I immediately let go, but the arm seemed to miraculously return to normal. My heart jumped into my throat as I rushed to check his body, only to find his eyes wide open. Forcing myself to push down the fear, I slowly inched closer and bent over to listen for his breathing. Nothing. He was long gone. I quickly covered him with a white sheet and stayed there with the body, waiting for daylight. Soon the blazing sun rose, and I threw myself back into repairing the escape pod. Second by second, time slipped away. At 1 minute, 27 seconds on the clock, I finally installed the 5th battery. The moment the system powered up, I saw a glimmer of hope for survival. I climbed into the control room of the pod, trying to contact ground control for landing coordinates, but couldn't get through. Worse, the oxygen system was down to just 19%. I had no choice but to calculate the trajectory and landing point manually. An hour later, after entering my results into the computer, I sealed the control room door, locking it tightly with a screw rod. I suited up, secured the second section of the escape pod, buckled in, and connected my oxygen supply. But disaster struck again. Just as I hit the release button to detach from the station, bolt number 6 jammed. The warning light flashed relentlessly. I grabbed the manual, only to find the fix required 2 people working from inside and outside. Panic hit me instantly. On the ground, the crew stared at the countdown on their monitors, but there was no sign of life. They waited for a miracle, but even in the last second, no distress signal came through. Then, against all odds, the bolt freed itself and the pod detached from the station. But just as it did, I caught a chilling sight, a figure standing inside the station. But hadn't everyone already evacuated?